Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Flutter by Nessa, and today I want to give a quick tutorial on a look that I do from the Kitten palette by Winky Lux. I mentioned this palette in my favorites recently and said that I have a go-to look that I use from it. It is in my bathroom and I happen to look over and think, why don't I wear that one? And I loved what I came up with, so I've been doing this look on a semi-regular basis, and I have a lot of palettes, so that says something about this one. Here's what it looks like. Beautiful colors. And I'm able to do a really quick neutral eye that still has a little something to it. So that's what I'm wearing right now. And if you want to see how to get this look, go ahead and keep watching. We'll jump right into it. Okay, I've got you all zoomed in. As I explained in the intro, we're working with the Winky Lux Kitten palette. And I'm sure I mentioned that I picked this out of my collection the other day, and I'm not sure what inspired me to grab it, but I really enjoyed the look that I've been coming up with for this. I have a go-to look. I don't really mess with this gold color or this dark burgundy over here. That's more of a brown burgundy, but I pretty much use the rest of them depending on whether or not I'm going to throw in that blue. So let's go ahead and just get started. I don't think that, oh, it does have names. The names are right here on the back, so I will reference those as much as I can, but I will also just point and show you what I'm doing. I've already done the rest of my face, and my eyelids are primed with Soft Ochre from MAC. I've been trying that one recently, and normally I would put a primer on first and then go over it with Soft Ochre, but I've been having good luck with Soft Ochre, so I'm just going to stick with that. So I'm going to start out by using my other thing that I mentioned, my favorites. I'll throw my favorites down in the description box if you want to check that out. This is the Morphe M510, and it's huge. You can see how big this brush is, and it basically just does all the buffing for me. So I'm going to grab, let's see, I think I'm going to start with this Strut color over here in the corner and kind of build that up a little bit, and then we're going to go with Holographic over the lid, and I'll deepen up the outer corner with Romeo and go by the lash line with Boots. And I may or may not use 9 Lives. We'll see. Okay, so here I am starting with Strut. Let me get my mirror out since I am not in my usual place for doing makeup. All right, I'm going to tap that off. And let's see if you can see what I'm doing. And as I mentioned in my other video, I love this brush because it does so much of the blending for me. It's big. It has just a teeny bit of a taper at the top of that. I don't know if you can see that, but just enough to where I can put the most concentrated part of the color that I picked up, the pigment, and put it where I want it. And then the rest of the brush just diffuses it for me. So it's immediately got a really nice blend. I'm trying a little bit different lighting and different setting on my camera this time, so bear with me. If the coloring is off, I will do my best to adjust and compensate for that, but have patience. I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure all of this out. And I'm just trying to feel that tapered end of this in the socket there as much as possible. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab the Holographic color on a flat shader brush. This is my e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush. Let's hope it's not full of other colors. I should have washed that beforehand. And I do tap that off. Let's see if you can see me. I'm just going to pack that on all over. I really enjoy this duochrome, the Holographic. I know it's not actually holographic. That word gets used for a lot of things that are not true to the definition. But this color, it has like an icy blue and like a light pink undertone. So it's not your typical blue-brown holographic color that a lot of brands tend to have that option somewhere. I think MAC is the one who had that first holographic, not holographic, duochrome color. And I really like this version of it. I like that it's shiny on the lids and it has a little bit of blue, but it's also kind of a pink. And so it's kind of neutral. It doesn't, it's not screaming at you, but it is something a little bit eye-catching, which I really enjoy. So on the outer corner, I'm going to use this Morphe E17, and I'm just going to grab the Cheshire color, which is this one in the middle here. And I'm always tapping these off because they are a little bit dusty. And then I'm going to turn the brush over the part that has the shadow on it, the pigment, and I'm just going to take it across the socket there. I'm going to lift a little bit on the corner here to give me a more lifted look at the edge of my eye. Lifting again on the edge there. Okay, now I'm going to take that first blending brush and just let it do that blending for me. I didn't add any additional product. I'm just going over the edges, kind of trying to help that mesh. Now, in case of any fallout, I just use a big, I think this is actually an artist brush. It's a 2 Low Cornell Soft Comfort fan. I think it's an actual artist brush. I just take it and brush. There doesn't seem to be really any fallout. I've been tapping my brush off pretty consistently. So I'm going to grab a little bit smaller brush. This one's a Party Queen Makeup blending brush, and I'm just going to make sure that I blend any harsh edges. I feel like this part right here doesn't want to blend super easily. Then I want the color a little bit higher on this side. So I'm going to pull that up just a little. Okay, just drag a little bit up, clean up those edges just with my hand because I'm fancy like that. And then I want to take a flat brush. This is my Party Queen flat liner. And like I said, I'm going to take that color Boots and just go right by the lash line. So I'm just going to dip. Let's see if I can show you. I'm just going to dip right in and then tap off and go right up against the lash line. And I'm not going into the inner corner because I don't have a lot of lid space. I have hooded eyes. So the more I can keep the color on the outside as far as the liner color, it will help me save some of that lid space and be able to use it for actual color and impact. And I'm not being terribly precise. You can see I'm kind of brushing it and buffing it. I just want the general shape. I'm not trying to cut anyone with my liner. My eyeshadow liner. Now I'm going to go under the eyes as well. And I'm going to mix Boots and Cheshire and just go right under the lash line. And I'm going to get a pencil brush to kind of blend that out a little bit. So this is just a Bare Minerals smudge brush. And actually right there, I am going to use the Strut color that I started with and put a little bit of that on my smudge brush and blend it out. Just kind of blend it up around the edges here to make sure that that all meshes with my upper line. I feel like this left side doesn't mesh as well, so I'm going to grab my flat brush again and just try to kind of blend. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, which are two of my favorites right now. This is the Wander Beauty Unlashed mascara, and I go on with that first. It makes my lashes nice and fluffy, and it holds a curl. My lashes are naturally curled, like I've said before, but this does a great job of emphasizing that. And then the Bad Gal Bang mascara, so I will do that. I like the curve of the wand on this because it lets me get all the little lashes that are on the very inside and outside. And it's really easy to get the bottom lashes as well. I'll go ahead and grab that other mascara, and I put this right at the roots and then right at the tips. I don't really worry about the mid lash. And I am going to take the Morphe E6 brush and just go right in the inner corners with the, well, the color Purr. I feel like that's really pretty and really brightening. I take it up just a little bit to brighten up that inner portion as well. And I'm actually going to just take my finger and go into that holographic color again and just stamp for a tiny bit more impact right in the middle there. Would have been better to do this before I put on my mascara, but you know, this is real life. Okay, so there's the finished look. That's how I like to use my Kitten palette from Winky Lux. I really, really like this palette. I think that it does a great job, and it's neutral colors that are still unique in a way that allows you to really play. You can really amp it up. I did not end up going in with the 9 Lives color, but that was really beautiful too, especially smudged out on that lower lash line. And one day I will play with Cat Eye and Romeo. I just found something that I like and I keep going back to it. Do you guys do that? I do that, especially like at restaurants and ice cream places. I find something that I like and I go back and I get the same thing every time. And maybe I should branch out, but I kind of am going there because I'm craving that thing that I liked last time. So it's the same with Baskin-Robbins. It's the same with, you know, just any restaurant where I go and I have a favorite. Baskin-Robbins, I love 3 different flavors are my favorite. I love daiquiri ice, and I love the spitaccio. I love the pistachio flavor and mint chocolate chip. I mean, I'm a sucker for that, and I have been since I was a very little girl. So anyway, what are your favorite flavors of ice cream? I'm curious. Look, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me for just a minute. I just want to do a quick tutorial on the look that I said was so easy and made me feel like my best version of myself. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this, and hit the subscribe button if you would like to join me again. That way my videos will pop up automatically in your feed and you won't have to go looking for me. I hope you're having an excellent day, and I will see you later. Bye.